Alright, we're going to do the big review, compare review against the Garmin MAP 62, against the Oregon 450T, and against the Montana 600. So we're going to break it down into a couple of sections. So let's start with form factor. The fact that the MAP 62, the form factor, has been around for a number of years with the MAP 60, it's a form factor that people really liked, and compare that to the Oregon, where it was basically a touchscreen. I didn't know I was going to like this very much, but the reality is that I end up really liking the form factor on the Oregon way better than the MAP 62. I didn't really try the touchscreen in more extreme conditions, but for the general hiking that I did with it, it worked very well. It fit very nicely in your hand. It slips nicely in the pocket. You do have that optional carabiner clip that you can put on behind, just like the MAP 62, so you can easily clip that on the back of your backpack or belt. So it ends up being very portable. MAP 62 still is very portable, but you know, for probably the more casual user, the form factor works out pretty nice. Now compare that to the behemoth, which I call the Montana 600. You can just see here, I got both of them put up here. Very big. Now the Montana still holds relatively well in your hand, but you'll start to get tired of carrying it in your hand for more than a couple hundred meters. You really notice the size of the unit as compared to the other two. It's really meant to be mounted on a vehicle. So I can't really see anybody wearing this around their neck. The screen is a lot larger. That's pretty much the only thing they got going for it. Alright, so let's talk about user interface. Well, if you are a MAP 62 user, moving on to the Oregon or the Montana will be relatively simple. Most of the menu items or the icons are similar. It might be in a different order, because on the MAP 62 you have more of a ribbon kind of interface, while the Montana and the Oregon are touchscreen units. That being said, the dashboards or the profiles found on the Oregon and the Montana are very nice. In fact, the ones on the Montana is even nicer because they really utilize the added screen layout to really reorganize the buttons, reorganize the menu functions. That makes the Montana a little bit more customizable. You can really customize each of the pages, your map, compass, trip computer. Something you can't really customize on the Oregon. Sure, you can customize the data fields, but that's pretty much all you can do with the Oregon. Montana, you can even go a little step further. Paperless geocaching. All three units work very well with paperless geocaching. There has been no issues plugging the units via USB. They transfer well. I have a Mac at home, so they transfer the geocaches well, or waypoints using Basecamp or geocaching.com or opencaching.com. That's really not an issue there. Obviously the Montana, you have 3.5 gigs of internal memory, so you can fill it up with a whole bunch of stuff, maps, waypoints, pictures, what have you. It works very well. The features, the functions work pretty similar. Again, with the Montana, it's almost better because with the added screen real estate, for example, on the map page, you have room to put in a mini compass page, and you have quick access to the geocaching functions. Very convenient, very nice. I do like that aspect of it very much. So which unit should you get? Really all depends on the type of activity that you're doing. Hardcore hikers, backpackers will probably like the 62S because you got the external antenna. It's pretty rugged. If you're worried about the touchscreen, you don't really have to worry about this. Battery life, good. Again, all the functions work very well, so a very reliable unit. If you're more of the casual, urban type of user, again, slipping the GPS in and out of your pocket, Oregon is a very nice choice, has all the functions. The touchscreen is very nice. Haven't really tried it in the elements, but probably work fine. Satellite reception, very good under moderate tree cover. And the hot fix, the speed it takes to acquire the satellites, very good, very fast. Same thing with the Montana. Montana, really, this is probably the best unit for if you're doing geocaching, park and grab. So if you're the park and grab kind of guy, girl, that spend more of their time in the vehicle than walking, and you have the appropriate mounts on your vehicle, quickly detach this, flip it back to portrait or landscape mode, and you're ready to rock. If you're doing surveying, logging, that kind of stuff, any type of activity where you're spending most of your time in the vehicle, this will probably work out better. Hope you enjoyed this quick compare review. If you have any comments or have a preference, put it down in the comments, rate and share, and we'll see you next time.